Okay, here we go. Okay, alrighty. We are ready. Well, we're picking up. Let's pick up first and then we'll send the link to the customer. Okay, we can go ahead and send in the link. Let's go ahead and send the link. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're about to get started now. Well, the first thing we should do is test, right? Let's test first. Look at my other AirPod. I was looking for this thing. Let's test. Up. So no beep, no power. Put this aside. It's low on battery. Okay. I think I got everything. This one is not fully undone. Yeah. Yeah, just to keep going. Well, we can quickly test. Yeah, we can just do this. Oh no, we can't. We need to take this off. Mm, well, we can. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead. Just put this back on. Not that we need it. This don't matter. That don't matter. Okay. So we're checking the power supply right now. Basically what we want to see is not see 12 volts. If we don't see 12 volts, then we know it's the power supply. So right here, hold on. Oh, he might have got lucky. He might have got lucky. Yeah, it looks like it's the power supply. Yeah, got nothing on the power supply. So we're gonna go ahead and basically we have 0 volts on the power supply. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the power supply. Um, Let me give him a call, let him know. Just one moment. Okay, oh, I didn't have it in screen right here. I apologize. Let me show you guys again. Right. So we got, it's plugged in. Oh no, hold on, it's not plugged in. It's plugged in. You can see the voltage reading, and we get nothing. 0. Oh wait, you can't see that I'm probing right here. This is the power supply right here. I saw it like jump up for, yeah, it just goes up to nothing. And just making sure that there's no flux in the way either, but I'm poking it. Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay, so don't want to drop those. Yeah. And hold on, let me just make sure that I disconnected. Oh, okay, good thing I checked. Yeah, that needs to be disconnected. Oh, I could just go straight up on this too. There. Oh, need to get this out of the way. There. Okay. And here's our power supply. We'll test it. We'll test the power supply with nothing plugged in as well. see right here. There. Nothing. Zero. So it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking like a nice repair. I do have a power supply for that model right here. It's the same one. Yes, yes, yes. And this is a brand new one. Yeah, this is a brand new one. Boom, boom. This one I had ordered by mistake for another console, and it was not the right one, so I just decided to keep it. Yep, it's the same exact one. Over here. Where is it? Okay, so we'll get this out of the way and bring back the housing. And we can do a quick test just so you can see how it's supposed to work. Okay. Yeah, so supposed to get 12 volts like that. So we don't need no multimeter anymore. The next thing we're gonna hear is a beep. So I'm gonna mark the ticket repair in progress. I'm not gonna send any updates. Repair. There you go. Okay. Yeah, everything looks good. So yeah, is there a good power supply? And pretty sure the customer manifested the power supply, made it easy. I was really hoping it was the power supply, and that's what that's what it was. Well, let's see. Let's see. That's what it was. If it took out the power supply, yeah, it probably the short just stopped right there. Whatever went wrong, and we're going this way. Here and there. Very happy is the PSU. Yes, yes, me too. Me too. We're gonna test right now. We're gonna know if it is gonna work or not right now. Plug that in. Plug this in. This is in. Let's plug in the light so we can see some lights. Let's plug in the HDMI cord. Everything. There. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's good to test. Okay. And this is definitely the moment of truth. It is plugged in. Are we ready? Very happy. Did you try and fix the PSU? Rusty, no. The PSUs, I'm gonna save them for later, or my bad PSU, and then work them. I have seen you work on the PSUs, so yes, I will be working on those. For now, I'm going to be collecting some and just replacing them brand new, and then going back and getting those PSUs back up and running. We have power. Oh, there's another issue. Yep, there's another issue. We're going to have to do something different here. We're going to read UART and see what code we're getting. So we're getting beep on and beep off now after changing the power supply. So there is something else on the board. So the next thing we're going to do is read UART and go from there. Um, Yeah, something else. Oops, something else. Something else. You know. Let's see. Let's see what UR tells us, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, do this by hand. Where's my tweezers? No, that's not the one I like. I think it's just my angle that I'm in right here. There. There. So at least now it's gonna tell us what the problem is. Let me just make sure this is good here. It's fine. It's good. Okay, now let me bring up my UR terminal and I'll show you guys. I'll show you the terminal in a second. Let me just get it open and plug it in. Oh, we're going to lose partial video because I have to unplug something to plug in this. Let me see. Actually, let me see. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me get I need a USB extender. 1 second. I'm back. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're plugged in now. Let me connect to the UR and then, well, not to the UR, but let me just run the terminal command and then I'll pull up the Okay. Minimize this. Let me see. Okay, I guess I'll put it up in the screen. Hold on 1 second. Application capture. Terminal. And it's on there. Okay, there we go. So that's fine there. You guys can see there. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're connected to the URL of the console. We're going to, let's see, it's 2 for terminal. Oh, wait, no, hold on. What happened? Control quit. Hold on. It wasn't, hold on. Quit. Terminate. Terminal. CD. Right here. Okay, hold on. See. It's changing because I have my presets. I have my presets set as 1, 2, and 3 to change screens. So we're going, oh yeah, it is terminal. It is 2. Okay, which, hold on. I'm sorry for switching the camera. It's just when I press the buttons, it switches. Which one is it? This one. Okay, so now it's gonna be 3. Then we're gonna do Control E, enter. Okay, so this is waiting for a UART connection. As soon as we apply power, we should get it. And let's wait and see. There we go. So there we are in UART now. So what we do is error log 00. So these are our error codes right here. And then we're just gonna keep doing, get the last few codes. And sorry that the screen is changing. It's just uh, this one. Okay. Okay, we're up to 2, 3. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I had a call. So let's go ahead and go ahead and take a look at these codes and see what they mean. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up the list and I'll let you guys know. 1 second. You are PS5 codes. Okay, so this one. No, it's the first one. It's this one. Okay. So we have a short. It's a general power failure, but what we're gonna do is let's clear the codes. We're gonna clear all the codes and then plug it in. Obviously, it's gonna be the most recent code first. So there is a date. It says general power failure. Um, GDDR6 APU data line short. So maybe let's go ahead and take a look at the other ones. I just don't like the RAM one. This will not be good. HDMI IC problem, a data line short, power failure. General power failure, APU, same one, and then they just repeat. So we have a, yeah, HDMI IC problem or data line short. So we would have to locate to see where the short is at and go from there. But there can possibly be another chip there can possibly be a chip that's no good on here. We'll see. Uh, Okay, so what I'm gonna do is error clear. No, is error log clear. Okay, there. So now we do error log 00. Yeah, is erased. Okay, so erase the codes on the console. So all we'll do is we'll just go ahead and apply power and then read the code again. Uh, Error log. Yeah, so there we have it. We got this one again. That's the general power failure, either RAM, APU, or data line short. Let's read the next one. Yeah, and then we got the same one from before. The HDMI, okay. And then let's see. This would be, yeah, 02. Okay, so it was just two codes. It was just those two codes we got. So give me a moment. I'm going to look into this now. And we'll go ahead and unplug for now. A second. We need to see, that's fine. Let me see. Well, this is better than having a RAM chip disabled. So that's good. Yeah, this should still, well, if it's the APU, then we're screwed. But give me a second. We're gonna look into this and give me a moment. Sorry, I was muted all this time. I'm going to the downstairs real quick. I have someone here. Just a moment. I apologize. I am back. I was getting some beats that were being dropped off for repair. And give me a second. Okay. Let's see. Here. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Where did these codes end? After the 3 and 303. This is what EDM10, yeah. That's what I thought. Let's see. Yeah, most likely it's going to be the HDMI encoder for this one. Um, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and basically take it apart. Yeah, we're gonna take it apart and we're going to inspect with the microscope to see if we see any obvious signs of anything and go from there. And no, I'm not gonna clean this up yet because we might have to read on there anyway. And I think I have a HDMI encoder. No, wait, do I? I'll just take it off another console. I think I have a board that matches this one. I think I do. We'll see in a second. We'll see. Let's. Okay. Everything's off, right? Yeah. Oh, yes, I believe so. Yeah. I still do think it's fixable. I have worse ones than this that I still believe are fixable. I haven't got them. I haven't got them to it yet, but is there another screw in here? No, I don't see anything. There. It's just a little stuck on there. Oh, what's this? Okay. So you think that maybe? Let's see. We gotta see where we at. Gotta see. So this is the HDMI encoder right here. Where is it? That guy. This is your HDMI port, which that diode is supposed to, that diode right there is supposed to ground it. So we'll check this cap right here. We'll check this. But yeah, this is your HDMI encoder. Mm. So we're in diode mode right now. Let's see. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay, let's check this chip. If you had your Ethernet port plugged in, um, then this would have went bad. That's what I have wrong with the other console. I have another console that has, where is it? Is this? Yeah. I have another console that there was a short on here. I believe it was here. Yeah, this one's good. Yeah. Yeah, this one's good. The other one I had, this went out and took out the soft bridge. So maybe if you didn't have an HDMI port, it went in through your, I mean, if you didn't have an Ethernet port, you had the HDMI, it came in through your HDMI and took out your HDMI encoder. And I'm just gonna probe around in some areas to see if we find the short. So that's open right there. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Let's check these over here. It's good. 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 Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Hmm. Everything's measuring good as of now. So it might just be the chip. This is pretty low. Let me see. Let me grab another board. Okay. Okay. Okay, and let's just measure. Okay. Okay, no, that's fine. It's the same. It's the same measurement. The estimate for the repair is still going to be the same. It's still going to be the 150. No power issue. The cost is not going to change. It's going to be 150 for a successful repair. Yeah, the price is still the same. Put that aside. It's just this one. It is gonna take me more time because I have to figure out. I don't want to blindly swap things out on the board. You know, I'm gonna replace something because I have evidence that's bad. If I don't find anything bad at whatsoever, and I keep checking and checking, then I'll go ahead and replace the chip. But I need to make sure that there's nothing else wrong on the board because I don't want to change the chip and then that not be the problem or the chip going out again. So we have to make sure that the circuit is perfectly fine for that new chip. We already tested that, and that doesn't need to be tested. Oh, down here, this is an area where, yeah, let's see this. Mm-mm-mm. I already checked those. Let me see here. No, that's fine. I already want to replace the chip right now. It's great that you offer this. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I would like to see what's being done on my stuff too if I'm getting it repaired. Yeah. Just give me a moment. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. The APU has a dry spot. Let me see. Fifty-three, 53, 5, 3501, 3501, 35 right here. Right. 3501. It's good. And how about the ground? That's good. And maybe we're gonna check the other side. That's good. That's good. All right, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something. Just a quick test before I dive any deeper. There, right here. So I'm just correcting a dry spot that this had right here. It needs to be done regardless. So that's way better. Let me get a little more from here. Had a crazy dry spot. There we go. Nice. That's what it's supposed to look like. Oh, had it good. There. A little tricky. Okay. Fixing the other side. And let me see if I have one more power supply just in case, But normally it's not the power supply. The power supply we know is working already, and that was a brand new one. So, but let me see. I think I have one close by here. Now, this power supply is a used one, but it is known to be working. I know it's coming from a working console, but we'll go ahead and test it just in case, just to rule it out, just in case. But it probably would have said power supply failure. But let's see and go from there. Okay. So I did two things right now. I changed the power supply again, and I also fixed the liquid metal on the processor. let's also add in at least one screen right here. Just hopefully we don't forget about it. This one right here. And isn't there one by the power supply? This one right here. Okay. There. Plug in the light. Plug in the power button. And that's it. I'm not gonna plug nothing else in. Nope, same. Let me try to go into safe mode. Nothing. No. Yeah, there's something else wrong on the board. Definitely not. Well, we did have a blown power supply. We did know that because we had no beep, no power. So we do need to figure out what's causing that. Put two of them. And let me see one more thing. Actually, yeah, it's fine. We're gonna have to just further diagnose this and see what other issue it has. All the screws are out. Everything's unplugged. Yes. And I'll keep in mind this is the power. The new one's the one that's going in there. Okay. See here. Okay. I need to get my power supply. And we need to check standby voltages. Okay. I have the diagram with all the. Let me see, is this the same chip I'm supposed to be reading? 30. Yeah, okay. So we got to read all the voltages on here, all those voltages. So we're gonna go ahead and connect my external power supply. Oh, that's fine. You do the PS4s, right? I think I've seen your videos. I think you do PS4s, right? I think I've seen you worked on PS4 power supplies. There. This. Let's see. We're gonna be measuring. Yeah, I buy all the gem right now. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. It's still a hobby right now. That's good. So this is most likely our issue. So let's set this up to 12 volts. I still haven't applied power. I'm just setting up the power supply. Okay, there. 12 volts. And we're going to be measuring, let me see. Oh, on the cap. Okay. See, oh, trying to not have glare there. So we're supposed to have 1.89, 1.89, and 9. Okay, so let's go for it. Actually, we should use the thermal cam. I think we should. I think we should use thermal. Let's see. Let's see. Thermal. What is it? TH. So I have my thermal on. You might not be able to see it too well, so but just bear with me. I just want to see if anything gets hot quickly. Yeah, so it tries to turn on and then immediately it turns off. I can see it happening. Okay, I apologize. Give me a quick moment. I have someone at my door. Just bear with me one moment. I do apologize. I just got these boards. They're from a crane. It's pretty. I've worked on them before. He always brings me boards to fix, to work on. Nothing crazy. Just two transistors blew on the board. Gotta replace those. So which one is it? Yeah, these two right here. So yeah, well, that's gonna be for later. Set those there. But give me a quick moment. I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. I'm still gonna be working on this, and I'll go ahead and update you in a moment. Just bear with me a second. Let me get some water. Sorry, man. Yeah, actual crane. Yeah, those are for they control the movement of the crane. Those boards. I don't know how many boards it uses, but those control one of the joysticks. Okay, so we said we were gonna check these voltages, and where is it? Where are we? Right here. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Have to update another customer. Just a moment. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm all over the place today. I just have a lot going on. Today's definitely a busy day, and I have messages in my phone that haven't answered either. Oh, we were looking for, yeah, that's what we were doing. We were measuring voltages. Forgot what we were doing. We were doing thermal, and then we're gonna measure voltages. Because what's happening here is the power sequence. There's a there. So the console is trying to power up. It's turning on different functions on the board, and then once it gets to the HDMI area, it's shutting off. I have someone at my door. I do apologize. Just give me a moment. Again, I'm sorry about the delay. I just got dropped off this huge. I can't even show it in the camera. It's a Cambridge audio amplifier, like a big amplifier. Left channel does not work. Most likely there's this off amp chip that's bad on it, and we will have to troubleshoot that and get that back up and running. Whew, that thing is heavy, and my water is behind me. I don't keep water in my desk. Okay, so we were doing thermal, and then we're gonna do the the voltages. So let's turn off this light and let's get my thermal. I guess my camera needs to be taken apart. It says not supported by the heck? It says device not supported. How is it device not supported using your own app? It turned on for like yeah, it turns on for a second and then it shuts off. Oh, I see. Is that? Oh, no, but that's fine for it to get hot. So the power sequence is going a little bit far because the PCH is turning on. The soft bridge, the soft bridge is getting hot. Yeah, I'll have to check the soft bridge. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm sure you can see. Watch, I turned it off, turned it on. There, you can see it. I'll switch the screen. I'll switch the screen. I'll try to show on the camera. Let me see it. There. That's the soft bridge getting hot. And then it turns off. Let's check this one. No, nothing on this side. Let me try again. Off. Let me see. That's the HDMI port. It's around here. Might just be the soft bridge. Let me see. Let's unplug here. Turn that off. Your scope is in the way. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I remember now where I checked the soft bridge. Right here. I don't have to look. So, see. Yeah, on the other one, it was shorted right here. No, it's not shorted. Tickets. How much did he say? Hold on, I just have to do some. Okay, 40. I gotta put um partial payment received. Record payment. This was the. And then. Okay. And then tickets. Request a deposit for this person 50. And then was on a call any updates. The only thing that we found so far was that the soft bridge chip is getting warm. It's getting hot. It's this chip right here. So we're still diagnosing and still trying to figure out um what's the plan of attack. That's basically what we're finding out right now. But still no further update besides that. That's the only thing we've gotten. We did measure around the soft bridge and didn't find anything wrong as far as shorts. Because it would be nice to find a short and then inject voltage through there and really figure it out. Um, I already tested this, but I'll check again. And actually, I could switch to my other meter. That's fine. I'll stay here. Let's see what else we're gonna check. Can check all the fuses. Let's check all the fuses. Or actually, no, we're going to check for voltages at the HDMI encoder. Actually, let's check that. Let's see right here. We're gonna check these voltages at the encoder. We do need to apply power again here. Where did the page go of the voltages? I just had the voltages in front of me. Oh, right here. Okay. So, oh, you guys can see. We'll see what happens here. Um, so we got nothing. Nothing. Let me measure somewhere where I know there's voltage. Is there voltage here? Oh, is it mini? That's why it's acting all weird. Oh, there's nothing around here. I'm going to take a while and say, oh yeah, yep. You gotta check that too. Okay, so we got our 3.3 here. So we got our 3.3. Yep, so the chip is getting its power. Let's check the other standby voltages on this side. Moving it carefully. So on this side is right here. Okay, okay, okay. Then this one is a 1.8. Do we have 1.8? Nope, no 1.8. Okay, so we gotta check there to see if there's shorts. So on this is missing 1.8 right here. This, yeah. And there's supposed to be 3.3 on here and 3.3 on here. Okay, so that gives us more information. How about our 5 volt? We have our 5 volt over here. We do. How about 30? How about, let's see, right, this big pad right here. Yeah, nothing. So this is our HDMI pin 13. We have to have 3 volt standby right here. We don't have nothing. And let's check again the 3.3 that we're supposed to have over here. Okay, so we have it there. Okay, maybe I wasn't probing good enough. We do have our 3.3s. I, I I measured the same way before. It wasn't there. That's weird. 3.3. Okay, let's go back to our 5 volt standby then. We have the 5 volts. Let's go back to the HDMI. We don't have that. So we're missing the 3 volt, this one. We're missing that. And then how about these 3.3s right here? Okay, so we're missing these 3.3s right here. So let's make sure that, let's check this circuit over here. Okay, just trying to get it all in view right there. I think that's what I need. So this dude right here, this pad, nothing. And then this is supposed to have, where is that chip? It's this one, then that big square, then those. Oh, yeah, that chip looks discolored right there. There's supposed to be 5 volts. Oh no, it's just on the camera, it looks like that. In person, it doesn't look, I can see the reading. Okay, so that's good. We have our 5 volts there. There's supposed to be 2 volts standby on the other side of it. That's good. Okay, 2 volts. This is supposed to be 0.9 standby right here, this pad. Oh, crashing into the scope. And there's nothing. So I need to take notes of this. Let me add it to the ticket so I don't get lost. This is important information here. Okay. Oh, did I send the request? Okay. Tickets. We are working with. So, right here. Okay. Okay. We are working with the HDMI encoder. HDMI encoder. It was. Let me take a picture of the picture. This. Okay, 1 second. Okay, HDMI encoder. There's no 3-volt standby for pin 13 HDMI. Okay, we're also missing. Still got this plugged in. Here. And this is what we're also missing right here. We said, right? And this is the 0.9. This gotta be 0.9. Yeah, that has to be 0.9. 0.9 volts. And next to 2-volt standby. Put it like that because I know we have 2 volts. I know we have the 5. Um, we have the 3.3 at both of these pads right here. I should just put what we have, but it's easier. We're missing just a few things, so it's easier to put what we don't have. So we have that. Um, the 0.9 going, yeah, there's no 0.9 anywhere. So let me just double check. Yeah, no 0.9 there. There's no 0.9 here. Yeah, there's no 0.9 there. There's no 0.9 at all. So yeah, it's the chip provides these powers. Um, so it's getting all its inputs. Yeah, it's getting all its inputs, but it's not outputting anything. But now the question is it not getting any outputs because the soft bridge is not telling it to turn on, or is it because there's something wrong with that chip? So that's why the plan of attack most likely is going to be to replace the HDMI encoder. If it still doesn't work, then do the soft bridge because the soft bridge is a lot more difficult to replace. It's not the same type of chip. Do we have the 1.8? Let me see. Coming out of here. The 1.8 gotta be on the first leg of this. Here, this is supposed to be 1.8, and we got nothing. Okay. And then is the 3.3 there. And we are backwards, but we should still get a reading regardless. And we are turned on. So yeah, we don't have nothing there. So 1.8 is missing. 1.8. 1.8 volts missing. And the 3.3 here, right? So we're missing the 1.8 and the 3.3 over here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, so we're missing that too. 3.3 right here. I'm missing 3.3 volts. Oh, but this is power voltage, not standby. So technically we're not, I don't think we're supposed to have that voltage there. It's the standby because we're in standby mode right now. So 3.3 we have, 5 volt we have, 2 volt we have. Okay. Copy. Okay. Let's see. can turn off this power supply for now. Okay, let's check for those shorts. Let's check for shorts to see. We already know where we're not getting voltage. So let's check for those shorts. Um, even though we said those are standby voltages, let's see. Let's just check. Nah, that's good. We also were missing here. We'll just check these areas and see. Oh, oh, what we have there. That we have an issue there for sure. I'll go ahead and pull out the other board to confirm. Yeah, at least we can inject voltage. If this is a short, we can inject voltage here and go from there. Give me a second. This is good. This is good news. Let's see. Then we could if then that it most likely is the chip or we don't know. We don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's take out another board and just confirm our dial reading. Let's see. So I got the other board out. I read okay where we're supposed to have. Okay, I think is this from here. Pretty sure it was this first leg right here because I know. All right, so you see that. Yep. So that confirms that that's where the short is at right now. So we're supposed to have 0.387 on there. 0.387. So we can inject voltage now. So basically what we're doing is we're injecting voltage um, right there. Instead of powering up the power supply, we're going to inject voltage into the circuit so that it stays on, and we'll be able to find what's heating up on the board that's actually causing the short. When we use this method through the power supply, it's just for a brief second. We want it to stay on longer so we can see if there's anything else. Sometimes it could be the chip, sometimes it could be a little cap that we just have to take off the board and that's it. But let's go ahead and see. We gotta do some further testing here to figure this one out. I could just use this. Just put some solder on there. Right here. There, like that. I'll put some solder on here too. This is the same. Done. And let me cut it. I don't like that so long. Just there. Make sure it doesn't go on that cap. Oh, that's exactly what I didn't want. This is why it's so big. That's way better. Okay. this. And this is not going to be 12 volts, so we got to bring that all the way down. This is just at a volt, 1 volt. That's all we need. 1 volt. There. Okay. We have it on 1 volt and almost an amp. So yeah, we have a consumption of 300 milliamps. So we're going to see whatever's lighting up for sure. We'll take the scope out of the way. So sometimes the things that you have to look for is the chip being told to turn on, and then is it turning on? So right now we just know that there's a short here. So it's possible that it's getting the boot sequence is getting up to here, and then it's deciding to, hey, I'm not feeling too well. I gotta shut off. So we'll go ahead and see here in a second. Waiting for the camera to load. So there we go. The yeah. I'll check the rest of the board to see, but the HDMI encoder is getting hot. I'm trying to see if there's anything next to it. And then I'm just gonna confirm that it's that. I'm pretty sure it is. Right here. Yeah. And let me just make sure nothing here is lighting up. That's just reflections. Okay. So this is the 1.8. The 1.8. Oh wow. I'm glad you caught up. So we got a 1.8 volt. The 1.8 volt on the HDMI encoder is shorted. Um, let's see. So the next we gotta remove that. We gotta remove it. Um, One thing we can do. Oh, there is a tiny cap. Let's measure this cap. I don't think the cap is part of the line, but let's go ahead and measure it and see. Um, we'll go ahead and measure. Power is off, by the way. There's no power going into the board right now. We're gonna measure. This is probably the ground. Oh, yeah, that's the ground. And the other side is okay. So we got 0.2 on one side and 0.6 on the other, which is the same short as here. So let's remove this wire. What's goody? There. This is fine because it's part of the same circuit, but we'll clean it up there. Okay. Um, Whoops. I just want to move this cap out of the way real quick. Whoa. There. Maybe not next to this, but there. And I'm just trying to see which way the short is gonna point, in which direction. So one side has to be ground, obviously, is a cap. So yeah, our short, this is a ground because look, it says 0.2. So that's the same thing as me going ground on ground. That's just my wires. Oh, yeah, there. And so that's my wires basically 0.2. But if we go to where the short is at, is 0.6. So yeah, the short is on this side, meaning that it's bad. It's bad, it's bad. So we'll go ahead and go for a replacement. Okay, there. And let's see which tweezers we're going to use for this. I need to get one of those suction BGA thingies. I'm gonna warm up around. I'm not warming up the chip right now. This is around the chip. Yeah, Russ. I watched his PS4 stuff. I have. Just in case if we knock some stuff down, you guys will be able to see what it was and where it goes. You want to make sure this is hot, like really hot, so you don't rip off any pads. This thing takes heat. Oh, sorry. Still, just add a little bit more flux, but it's almost ready. It should be. And I forgot to turn on my extractor. Maybe I should do open nozzle, increase the airspeed. This nozzle should be good for removal. Crazy. How much heat this thing is taking. Are these melted or what? Yeah, yeah. It's just the underside. The underside. Oh, oh. That's what happens when I get desperate. I could have just waited a little bit and I got more work to do. There, not bad, not bad. We're good. It was just what? Like 2 or 3 capacitors move out of the way. That's fine. Yeah, that shit was on there. Let me just go back a little bit in the video to see what I'm missing. I'm missing one up there. Where did that one go? Think it's stuck to the chip. Let me see if anything stuck to the chip. Oh yeah, I see one. I see one right there. Is it soldered on or what? That's fine. At least we won't lose it. It's there. And we know that one goes. Let me see. Well, let's wait for the board to cool down, of course, and then we're gonna check for the short again. Okay, this one's standing up, so this one's still there. This one goes there. We'll put that back. And then the other missing one is this one, which is on the chip, so we're good. Yeah, it's fine. So once the board cools down, we're gonna go ahead and check for the short. And well, let's go ahead and start checking. Sometimes the board could still be shorted out because it's hot. But let's go ahead and start testing and see what we got here. We're gonna all see it together right here. And this is where we were measuring before. And what do we have? What do we have? We cleared the short, guys. The short is cleared. Let's go. All right. So now, let's fix these capacitors, put them where they need to go, clean up the area, and throw on the new chip, new encoder. Okay. Nice. I'm just trying to see where this chip goes right here. This cap. This cap goes or goes. I'm sure. Let me just look. Let me just make sure this is the cap. I could be seen. Yeah, I see something standing up there. Or is there one? Okay, okay, I see. No, I see. This, the missing cap for here is right here. That's that one right there. This one goes there, that one goes there, and then the one on the chip is this one right here from the corner. But then we also have another one here missing here. But that's fine. Let's just fix this up, and then we'll just grab if we have any other missing ones, we'll just grab it from the other board. That's fine. There's no problem. We just gotta make sure that it's not on the board. There. Just gonna place this over here. Okay. That one went to the next life. We lost that one off the board for sure. Yeah, that one's gone. Like I said, we gotta inspect the board and make sure it's still not on the board, but we'll do that later. For now, we're gonna go ahead and continue the process. There's not the tweezers I'm supposed to be using either. Maybe that's why that shit happened. Oh, doesn't want to sit. It was tombstoning. Annoying. There, it'll go back into place right now. Yeah, there. There. And then that top one, let's see. See on the chip right here. There's only one there. Alright, I think I'm just gonna pull this one off with the iron and try to grab it with the tweezers. It's hot. Oh, I'm doing this with my left hand, so this is extremely difficult. No, I don't want it to go in the. I'm dropping this thing all over the place. So I'm just basically trying to grab it. Whoop. Let me just do this with hot air, actually. It's just I'm scared that it'll blow away and I don't want to be losing caps. Uh, oh, I see what the issue is on the side. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this like this real quick. Let me throw some flux on it. It's gonna get stuck onto the iron. I gotta quickly remove it. It should come off. There's no more. There's nothing holding it there. Or at least it shouldn't be. Yeah, there. It was nothing. It was just flux. There. So get rid of that. Just bring it back where you belong, buddy. We need which one was that one. We need which one was that one. This one. And it goes. I need to check the video to make sure. But let's set it down here. If we can, we need to clean these tweezers because it's sticky. There. We'll set it down there, clean the tweezers, and also apply some heat later. Let's see. That's the reason why I like doing the live stream. So I could just go back real quick and look what's what went where. Just give me a second. Okay. So the one we have there goes up and down right here. And then we're missing two there, which is fine. I'm gonna grab it from the other board, so that's not a problem. Let's go ahead and start. You're going here, buddy. Oh wait, I feel like there's already one there. I'm not sure. Someone keeps calling and it keeps hanging up. So let's go ahead and this was then a corner one. Put this one here. Let me look at the replay and see what one where, because this one was at the corner, so it could be this side, and this one I feel like is there, like, or is this just a blob? I'll see right now. I'll see what happened. Okay. All right. So yeah, so that one got stuck to the side there, and then let's see what went where. And I feel like there's a cap there. Yeah, it's there, I think. It's standing up right there. Yeah, the cap, the corner one is there. So then this one goes here. This one is the other end one. This one goes on the end right here. Yeah. Uh, you guys have me nervous. Come on. There. Let's put some flux. I don't want nothing blowing away. I'll be there until, okay. I have a priority repair on the way from Tampa for ECU repair. We do specialize in BMWs. That's what we mostly do here. Maybe the heat. The thing is that he's coming from far away. He's coming from far. 2 hour. He's coming from a 2 hour drive. So I gotta get it ready. I gotta fix it for him while he's here. Okay, I'm just missing one, and that one we're gonna put it after we place the chip on there. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. And then we got this one over here that we need to settle down. Let's see. This one's tombstoning. Yeah, that one just goes down. It has to go forward. Yeah, I'll take it off and then place it down the correct way. Because you saw how the other one flew away. Oh wait, is this burnt? No, no. Okay. Come on, stay back, stay back, stay back. There. A little bit more flux. Yeah. We're almost about to clean up and get this ready for the other chip. I do apologize that it's taking a bit, but it's just y'all see, you see the difficulty here. This is not, let's say, the easiest, but that was for me getting desperate, trying to get the chip off the board. I should have just waited a little longer, and I wouldn't have been doing this right now. Stay there. Stay there. Ugh, I can tombstone there again. We need to get that thing more straight into place. Let's see. Come on, go back to your home. There. Go on. Okay. So now we can clean up a bit. Um, Going to look here on the table. I do see something shiny. Just want to make sure that's not the cap. Where is it? No. Where's this? You know, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's alright. We'll just wait for this to cool down a bit and start cleaning the board. Where's my... Oh, right here. And this was the capacitor we moved out of the way, right? We put it back into place. Did we? Looks like we did. You see it in place. Let me see. Was it there? See, where's the picture of this? Here. It was... Yeah, it's good. That's where it needs to be. Alright. Back to here. Alright, I'm gonna switch out my... Actually, no, I'll clean it up with this one. Clean it up with this tip. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is just try to get that lead solder, unleaded solder off of there. I need to get comfortable. Actually, no, I'm gonna change my tip. I can't see with this tip. Can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, this one's way better. It's not hot enough. What's going on, man? That's enough. We need to pick some of that up from the middle. We're almost 3 hours in. Now we're gonna need the other tip. That's why I didn't want to switch. Just making sure it's not on any of the pads. It's not. Maybe some solder will help. Yeah, there. And this is the reason why the chip didn't want to come off. Look at that. Look at the heat that it's taking. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the heat gun. It's crazy. I need to like get this up. That's not enough. It's too much solder on there. Now we can come in with this again and see we have better luck now. That is hot. Oh, we also have this. Why don't we use this one here? Let's see how it does. Maybe it's the heat. The heat that this part needs right here when it's the ground. It's crazy. I could just. Oh, okay. I think that should be good once we get it off of there. There. Alright, that's good. What's this? Is this a cap right here? No, that's a pad. Okay. Okay, so let's clean up again. Where's my. We have to make sure that nothing's bridged. And there isn't anything bridged. I can already tell with the alcohol. There. Get a new swab. And we're about to place the new chip on there. Yeah. So we just need that one capacitor there and we're good. Okay. We'll go ahead and grab the other board. Just this one. Okay. I'm gonna go open nozzle with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go open nozzle. There. Okay, and more airspeed. There. My hand is getting hot. Thing is still not moving. It's that ground pattern. Whoa, I'm smoking. My alarm might go off. Yeah, my alarm might go off, my smoke detector. Probably doesn't help that the board is really cold. It was. Got it. Okay, let me just make sure I didn't take any components with it. Nope, it was clean. So I should have done the first one, but I almost did it too on this one. Okay, so now we have to line this up properly. And we're almost testing again. I want to take off that. Oh, it's not the chip. It's this that's not flat. Let's go ahead and liquefy this a little more. Where's my flux? Flux, right here. Okay. Just have to center this bad boy. That looks good. Let me see. Let me just move this a little bit this way. Just putting my microscope straight. So we're not at an angle. We can see better, but this is looking almost right. A little bit more to the left. it will fall back into place, but you want to get it as close as possible to where it needs to go. That looks pretty good. That looks good. Yeah, I'm going for it there. Mm, no, I don't like it. It has to go more to the left for sure. So the angle, just a little. It should drop into place where it needs to go. And I should probably put a little bit more flux too. So, and we'll clean everything up. So, let me turn on my extractor. Should have been had it on. Yeah, it's perfectly straight there. Yeah, it's really good there. It's gonna go for like 30 more seconds. I saw how much heat it took the first time. Gotta clean this area up over here. Not sure we're missing something here or it's just reflection. But besides that, everything else does look really good. What? All right, so there we go. We got that chip back in place. We can go ahead and test real quick before we put that cap, just to see that voltage where we were getting the short, just to see. But we do have to clean that all that flux out of there. So where were we? We were right here in this area, and our short was here. Our short was right here. So we're good. We had 320. Wow, almost the same exact value as the other console. So we're good. When we had the chip off, we were at 0.5. Once we put the chip back on, it brought it down again because that tells us that the connection is there. And we're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking really good for this repair. And let's go ahead and grab that missing cap that we're missing. Which one is it? We're gonna count, I guess. 1, 2, 3. This is the one we're missing. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, there. So let me go ahead and grab this. So I'll just put a little bit, well, a lot flux. So 1, 2, and 3. We want this guy. Should have been using my nozzle. There. Okay. You can get rid of this. There. We need to clean this first so that it sticks. I think they might have to go a little more forward actually. Does it? We'll see right now when we put this guy on. Okay. That's good. Now we apply the flux. There. Let's put at least a nozzle on here. Okay. So I said after this we clean and we test. And we figure out this pin right here. That I don't see it, but we'll see once we clean what's going on there. Oh, it's there. It's just dirty. A reflection. I think it's good already. I'm gonna back off. Oh no, no, that's leaded solder for you. I mean unleaded. This will be good to take off the flux from the board from underneath the chip. I was muted. I was muted. So I just noticed this area is dirty. I'm cleaning this up because I know it's gonna turn on. I know it's gonna work. And yeah, we know this. So let's give it a good clean because we're never seeing the side of this board ever again. This is just, yeah, that's just alcohol. That'll dry up. Yeah. To the naked eye is really is perfectly clean. So the naked eye in the microscope, obviously nothing's gonna be perfect, but we are ready to test. I don't see. Oh, you're watching me. Oh, I was hoping that there was no one here. I get nervous when, especially when I'm doing these chip placements and things like that. Yeah, I rather think that nobody's there. But yeah, that chip looks perfectly where it needs to go. Uh, the short is gone. We're getting the same exact reading we had on the other board before removing the chip, so we're looking good. We're looking good. Yeah, we're gonna test. Okay, just can't get confused because no, this is not yours. It's still here. Oh, I got a quick call. 1 second. Thank you for calling Repair Labs. Just regular telemarketers calling. Okay, or scammers. I can't tell the difference anymore between the two. Okay. So, we are I need to swap out the power supply. But let me put the board where it belongs first, and then I could just, yeah, let's go ahead and, yeah, I want to give you that new power supply that I have because I know this one's used. I'd rather give you a brand new one. Mm-mm-mm. Where is my? I guess I'll do with this guy. No, can't do with that. Where is my? It's blue. You were here. I know. Mm, that's fine. I guess I'll have to grab something else. I'm just looking for a tool. Not a tool, screwdriver. But I guess I'll have to use this. No, somewhere around there. Um, this guy. Oh. Oh, look at it right here. There, there. Okay, but we're already here. Let's test real quick. Let's test with whatever's there. Honestly, I would prefer to just build it because I know it's gonna work. Okay. That's in. But I just really want to see it working. I want to see it turning on. Okay, we'll connect HDMI. Oh wait, what is this here? Oh, that's just the underside of where we were working on. It got hot there. That's fine. Think. See. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's see. All right, here it goes. I haven't pressed anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, negative, negative, negative. Same symptom, same thing. So that leaves us to the soft bridge. Um, well, we're gonna re-UART. We gotta re-UART again to see what codes we're getting. Um, but yeah, we got the same thing. Beep on, beep off, beep off. We know for sure that we cleared a short. That's 100% fact. So that chip that we replaced did need to be replaced. Um, but we still have the beep on, beep off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm going to re-UART again. I'm going to clear the codes, re-UART, and go from there. Ugh. Wow. It's going to have the HDMI encoder, a power supply, HDMI encoder, and soft bridge. That's wild to me. Not that it's not possible, it's possible. Okay, got that. Where's my extender at? Isn't it this? Oh yeah, right here, I see it. Okay, so I'm going to show this camera now. That's what we're doing. 1 second. Got a message here. Oh yeah. Uh, uh, let's see. Oh, you are. Okay, so 2, and then 3, and then I'll put the camera back on. Uh, so we'll go ahead to Control E, enter, and now we'll give it power. And we'll read the codes, check to see what we got. Let me get my notes open. Okay, error log 00. So we got is this the same? Let me see, which one's this one? PS5 UR database. So we still got the same general power failure, APU data line short. We still got that one. And then let's see what else we got. Uh, I did 00. Same is the same codes, same 2 codes still. So yeah, the soft bridge chip would be next to replace. APU not responding, trying init, user submitted system won't start, blue light flashes, RAM hardware fault. No, the hardware fault is on another. Let me keep reading the faults. 1F2, yeah, that's not it. Error log 02, back to that one. Error log 03, back to that one. Yeah, so far we still have the same 2 codes. So we would have to replace that the Southbridge chip. It's a chip that will need to be ordered, and we would have to wait on that. Uh, uh, so we're gonna do a part 2 on this one, regardless if it's a fix or not. We're gonna have to come back to this one. We are gonna replace that Southbridge chip, and yeah, let me go ahead and document the serial number for this console and add it to this ticket. This is, can see 8273, 8273, 8273. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this one on a waiting for parts. Let me see. There we go. Update only. There we go. So yes, we're going to wait for those parts to come in, the soft bridge. You usually get them in within a day or two, but as of this moment, we're gonna pause this repair. And I would like to just have a bunch of soft bridges there, but there's so many different variants. Uh, but yeah, I'm just glad that there's no more short on the board. And technically we should look again just in case. That was interesting. This came out of the board pretty easily. Let me see. Let me get the fan real quick. Same. Okay, so this fan actually belongs over here. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna call it right here on this one until we get the parts, and we'll go from there.